Hi, I'm Mr. Sam, the allotment man. I haven't been around for a bit, so I thought it was about time I did an episode. Now, my dad's not here because he's on lockdown, as am I, so we're all a little bit separate, but he'll be popping up a bit later on with a little bit of video that he's recorded for us. So, what are we going to do today? Well, I'm going to make a little raised bed. Now, I haven't got any topsoil to put in it, but we're going to make the frame and we're going to see how it goes. So then, everybody, what we're going to do? Well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to make a raised bed. Now, we've got some help here. This is Safi, that one, and the ginger one, that is Chester. But don't call him Ginger, he doesn't like it. Now, what I've got here, I've got some fence posts that I was going to use to build a shed over there, but I never got round to using them. So I thought, as they're treated so they shouldn't rot, well, not too quickly anyway, I'm going to make a little raised bed over here because we haven't got any planting ground. Now, I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty of making a raised bed because basically I'm going to get some poles and put them on top of each other in sort of like a brick weave sort of way and make an enclosement. So I'll get on with it and then I'll come back to you in a bit and show you what's going on. But I'm going to use the bottom of the fence. I forget what that's called. Gravel board. That's it. Going to use the gravel board as the back of the box, and then the wood as the rest of it. Nice, and the dog's having a wee in the back. So there you go. The dogs will probably be helping me. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get on with this, and then I'm going to hand you over to Dad, and he's going to show you around the allotment back at his, which is our allotment that we normally do, because I've now moved in with the lovely Kath, which is very nice. Lovely Kath. So I've left Dad and the maid back at their place, and I'm with Kath. We've been here for a while, so we've got lots of projects going on. So hopefully we'll share them with you as we go along as well. So less chat, more do. So over to Dad. I'll be back with you a bit later with a catch up of what I've got. If I can talk, I've done this for a while. I'll tell you what I've got up to in a bit. You get the idea. Take it away, Dad.
Hi, this is Sam's dad. Here we are at Shay, Sam the allotment man's garden. As you can see, I'm an expert cameraman. Oops, what's going on? And the garden is looking reasonably good, given it's only the end of March and it has been quite cold. As you'll see down there, there are some onions which we planted in November and they are starting to grow now. I've also planted a few parsnips and a few carrots, but I don't hold out much hope for them coming up anytime soon. But once March is past, it starts to warm up, hopefully a bit more, and we can really get growing. Right, we'll just pop in the greenhouse and we'll see what we've got there. We are outside the greenhouse, and as you see, there is a gutter with some soil in which has some carrots, and they should grow quite quickly because it gets quite warm in there. And once they are sprouting and about 2 inches tall, we'll put them in the ground. By then it should be quite warm. Right, here we are. Now here are the plants, and we've got long peppers. These are made from last year's peppers, so hopefully they'll be okay. Butternut squashes, they're already coming up quite nicely, look. And lettuces, which I've only just put in. Some basil. What are these? Oh, these are those giant tomatoes, which weigh about £1 each. A few flowers. Oh, and marigolds over there. They're good. Oh, they're coming on. We use them for keeping the bugs off the tomatoes by planting them nearby. And there's stuff in here, there's some squash, butternut squash. Butternut squash. Sorry Sam, I'll do this again when it comes to going round. You can use the voiceover and now I'll do cutaways. Right, in there, there's butternut squash and flower seeds, peppers, more peppers, the French climbing beans in there, parsley in there, some more leeks. These are leeks, and they're coming on, and money making tomatoes they're called, and some flowers. Oh, also there's some potatoes that are chitting, which we're going to put a few in for granddaughter Harriet to dig up. Okay, so there you have it. The garden is starting to come alive after the long winter, and hopefully we'll have a good summer. It's a bit of a difficult time at the moment for everybody, but as old Bojo will say, we'll get through it. And I hope you and all your friends and loved ones are safe and well. I'm isolated because of my age, I suppose, and bits and pieces, but Sam and his brothers are doing a great job keeping us alive and well. Okay then, that's all from me. I'm not very good at doing this sort of thing, but I'll leave Sam to edit out the mistakes and see if there's anything left to put on the website. Okay, happy growing.
Okay then, so I hope Dad's little tour there was interesting. I think it is. It's quite nice to see what's going on and everything like that. And let's face it, he knows what he's talking about. Now, I've done a little bit of preparation, but of course, before you start anything, you need to have some tools. So, I've got some tools. Here we go. Some serious tools. And when I say serious, what I really mean is cheap. Okay. This is my Workmate. Who needs two handles when you can have one broken one and one real one? Now, when I say Workmate, I also mean cheap knockoff B&Q work thing, because I have a habit of always sawing through a Workmate. So you spend 150 quid and it falls to bit. Get this one, £15. £15, can't go wrong. £15. I've had this for a couple of years and that goes well. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. That's all right. It's just me, isn't it? Okay. And I got some DeWalt things, drills and screws and stuff. Impact driver, which is very useful for doing work like we're going to do now. So let's have a look. Let's have a look over here and let's just see what I'm going to do. Right, so here we are, chap and chap S's. Now, I've got my first bit here. This isn't actually a fix or anything like that. It's just to put what's going on. Now, my lawn is not quite even because it's a new build. What I mean by new build is shoddy and quick. All right, so my ground is very clay. Okay, it's loads of clay in here, and it also seems to have most of the builder's rubbish. Which is what you can hear behind me now. There's a builder, okay, they've got a building site there. And I thought that was a real butterfly. No, it's just a fake butterfly, okay. Now, this is going on here, so hopefully I'm going to try and get this about level. This is one of those tools. Yeah, that's about right. So there you go. Now, I'm going to do it. Oh, this is hello, Safi. You come to help and join in. You come to help and join in, have you? He's a good girl. Good girl. Yeah, very good. That's it. Could be here a while. Okay, right, go on, push off. Okay, now what's going to happen here if Safi gets out of the way a little bit? Come here, come here. Okay, we're going to put another piece there, another piece of wood there. Okay, screw that together and do the same on the opposite end, and that'll be our first piece. Okay, and then the next one will be a bit longer, so it will go over the top of this, and then we'll cut a piece to go in there and build it up. And I reckon I'm only going to go about two up, because I don't want it too deep, because we've got ground underneath. But what I'm doing, Safi's digging, which is nice. Okay, what I'm doing is also putting a weed suppressant down here as well, just to. Are you helping? She's helping. Okay, to help separate the earth from the wood a little bit. It might just help a little bit there. So, thanks very much for that, Safi. You're not going to get very far. It's just stones and stuff underneath. So there you go. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'll get on with that and I'll come back to you in a bit. Right then. Okay, right. So I've done a lot of sawing with a saw and some gloves and stuff, so which is very exciting. And I've made this. So what I've done, I've basically put wood on top of each other, really. Okay, so this one's a little bit smaller than the other ones. You can see what I've done in the corners. So it's sort of like a brick weave type thing. It's not complicated. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this apart again and then basically make two frames, type U shapes, okay? And then I'll screw them together using technical things called screws. There you are. That's about it. I'll make sure when I put the first one down it's level, then I'll pack it out and stuff, and then I'll screw the other one on top of it, and then that'll be it really. So there you are. So I'll get on doing that, and I'll be back with you in a bit. Well, there we are. I've screwed all my bits of wood together, and I made a bit of a wooden wall. Very exciting. Now, the depth of this is about that much. I don't know. Well, should we get a tape measure and find out? I can't find it. Hang on a minute. Oh, got it. There you go. Right. There we go. The depth of these two is, I don't know, 6 inches. So that's 15 centimetres if you're modern. There you are. So that's the depth of that. But obviously we've got the earth underneath. Now what I'm going to do, obviously we've got lawn underneath here, and I don't really want to throw mud everywhere. So I'm just going to turn that grass over, mix it up a little bit and stuff. I fill in the gaps around the sides. A bit later on, well, when we unlock, as it were, I'm going to go and get some compost from my dad. I'm not sure if it is a vital journey, probably isn't. But I do have to go to the pharmacy next week to get some bits and pieces. And they live next door. So I might pick up some bags. If we don't have to meet, you can sort of get them ready. I don't know. We'll see if that's allowed. I'm not sure. To fill the rest of this up. So Dad's got a load of compost that he's made, okay, out of all the bits and pieces. So I'm going to just do this over and turn it over, and that's it. You get the general idea. Just as a quick finish up, because I didn't really cover this in the video, because I had to have my beans on toast. No, it wasn't. It was eggs, but never mind. Okay, I've now finished everything. Here is the bed. Okay, I've put some weed suppressant on it. I've doubled it over. What I've done with the grass is I've dug it and just turned the grass over and chopped it up a bit so that the grass can't see the light. So hopefully that should die off. It's not terribly thick anyway. So that's going to stay there, and it's obviously covered now with the weed suppressant. So that should not grow back. And when I can, I'll get the compost, stick it on the top of this and come up. Now what I will do as well is on the edge, I'll make sure this weed suppressant comes up to the side, because although these they're not really heavily treated with tar and stuff, I don't really want whatever's in there to leak into my lettuces and things. Oops. So that's what I'm going to do. So this is just a little insert. It might not actually fit into everything else, but I'm I thought I'd just show you and finish it off. So there you go, all done. So now back to the rest of the video. That probably won't match, but there you go. So there you are. So if you haven't guessed, well, I think I told you earlier that I have moved to a place called Wymondham, or if you look for the spelling of that, it's Wymondham, in Norfolk. I'm not going to tell you quite where, because I didn't want you stalking me. I know. Lots of building going on around here in a new build, so the earth's very clayey. Although I've dug some of this up, the topsoil's not too bad, but they only give you about 10 centimetres of topsoil, and by the looks of things, they've got a lot of sand in it as well. Well, it shouldn't be too bad. What I'm planning on planting in here is lettuces and maybe some tomato plants as well. Just some sort of like fresh salad really for that. I'm hoping that the dogs won't wee on it. Every time I see them to come over and wee on it, I'm going to shout at them a lot. So hopefully they get the idea that they can wee anywhere else in the garden, even on the trampoline. Trampoline's fine, okay, but not there. So that's it. So from me and my dad, thanks very much, and we'll see you soon hopefully, and keep your chins up everybody. We're not exactly digging for victory, but we're all staying at home and doing our bit, and of course if you're at the NHS and all that sort of stuff, thank you very much. Yeah, that's about it really. So thanks very much everyone. It's nice and sunny. It will be over. Don't know when, but it will. But until then, happy growing.